Okay, this is notes for 4. Okay, today we're going to be doing matrices on the calculator. So we're going to be performing all of the calculations, the adding, subtracting, and multiplying that we did by hand. We're going to actually do it with the calculator. The first thing we do with any matrices is we label what dimensions they are. For A, as you can see, I've labeled it 2 by 2. Because it's 2 by 2, B is a 2 by 2, and C is a 2 by 2. Now to use our calculator, we want to go ahead and enter these before we do any operations and then allow our calculator to do all the work for us on that from that point on. So we have to build our matrix. So the first thing that we do is we want to clear out anything that's in our calculator. One of the ways to do that is we can clear the memory. We don't have to do that. We can write over a matrix. It changes it accordingly, but I'm going to go ahead and clear my memory on it, okay, just so that I start with a totally fresh calculator to help you out. So, to get the matrix is right here. It's where the x raised to the -1 power is, next to the sign key. It's written in blue on our calculators, so I have to use the second and then matrix. Now, it's going to bring us to this menu. Okay, in this menu here, we want to go over, we see that it's already labeled A, B, C, D, all those are matrices that are possible for me to go ahead and load, but I'm going to go over to Edit. When I go to Edit, it's already hovering on 1, my A matrix. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the number 1 on my keypad, and it brings it up, and it's asking me, right now it's a 1 by 1 matrix, but clearly we just wrote down a 2 by 2, so we're going to change that to a 2 by 2. And whenever I scroll down, it gives me a 2 by 2 matrix. So I just plug in my numbers for that 2 by 2. So we have 0, enter, 2, enter. As I hit enter, it advances. 2, enter, -5, enter. Now that one is saved under A, okay, matrix A. So I'm going to hit second matrix again, go over to edit, and I'm going to hit the number 2 because that's my matrix B. It is also a 2 by 2. We already labeled it. We go down, we fill in our numbers from our notes. -1, enter, 3, enter, -2, enter, and 4, enter. Now, repeat that for matrix C. Second matrix, go over to edit, number 3 for matrix C, and it was a 2 by 3 this time, and I type in my numbers, 2, enter, -2, enter, 1, enter, 0, enter, 3, enter, and -1, enter. Now once I enter it, they're saved, they're there. I can go out of this screen, go do other math operations on my calculator, and it doesn't change that. Those matrices are saved in those spots until I go to them and change them if I so choose. So for our first one, it's wanting matrix A plus matrix B. We know in order to add matrices, they must be the exact same dimensions. So I look at A and B up here, they're both 2 by 2 because I have to be able to add a place for a place. So top left-hand corner goes with top left-hand, top right with top right, bottom left, and I add those up, okay? And if they are not, so for instance, B and C, I could not add those two together. That would not be possible because they're not the same dimensions. So, same dimensions for addition and subtraction. If it was multiplication, and I would need the middle numbers, so I could do B times C because the middle numbers are the same, if they match up. Then the outside numbers would tell me what kind of matrix it'll end up being for my answer. So in this particular case, if I was multiplying B times C, it would work because the middle numbers are both 2. And then my outside numbers tell me it should be a 2 by 3 answer. Okay? But this one here is asking for addition and wants A plus B. So here's how we do that. We take our calculator. We hit second matrix. Number 1 is my A, so I just hit number 1. And it pops up as an A, okay, in a matrix form. Hit plus, second matrix again, and we want number 2, B. Hit enter, and it gives me my 2 by 2 answer. Okay, so I just take that answer, and I'm going to write it in. So it would be -1, 5, 0, and negative 1. And clearly, that is a 2 by 2 matrix. So, now, going on to number 2. Number 2 is subtraction. Here's a quick trick to be able to do number 2. Okay, I can take my calculator, which is already set up as an A plus B for the matrix, and I can copy and paste it here, and then go over and just change it to subtraction and hit enter, and it gives me my solution, which is 1, negative 1, 4, negative 9.